building?
Flash? Can you please tell us your name?
Flash.
Flash.
Do you know that you're dead?
Flash.
How did you die?
Flash. Is there someone here with us now?
Flash.
Can you please tell us your name?
Flash. Can you tell us how you feel right now?
Flash. Flash.
Can you give us a sign that you're here?
Flash.
Flash.
Did you die in this building?
Flash. Is there someone here with us now? Flash.
Flash.
Can you please tell us your name?
Can you tell us how you feel right now?
Flash.
Any luck?
No, nothing.
I'm not getting anything either. How about you ready to wrap things up?
Yeah, let's call it a night.
Out of the question. No way.
That's the end of it, huh? Just like that?
Just like that.
It's just that we have certain procedures we must follow. We can't go in a building and do it.
Yeah, I know there's rules, but come on, those are for the new members, huh? I mean, I've been...
We've lost long enough to know better. Those rules apply to everyone, no matter how long you've been a member of the Ghost Chasers. And the rule is that no one, James, goes out on a hot lead alone.
Then let me get a team together. I mean, come on, this is the Terret House we're talking about here. You said yourself it's a hot lead. We need to get out there quick before the place goes fucking cold.
I'm not worried.
We don't have time to screw around here. If we play around any longer, it's going to be too late. I hear they're going to tear the place down.
They've been saying that for years. If it does happen, it'll just be too bad. It wouldn't be the first site we've lost.
Yeah, but we can't let that happen.
You're not listening, James. Preparation is key in these matters. You just don't go busting into wherever you want. People tend to take offense at that. Police get involved and someone goes to jail for trespassing.
I've been there. It ain't fun.
Or cheap. Bail, lawyers, lawsuits. The truth is we cannot afford to make mistakes or overstep our boundaries. We've been there before and it doesn't work. Public opinion is against us as it is. People already think we're a bunch of kooks. And as far as the Terret House goes, I'm very familiar with the story. I've read all about it. Herbert Terret, his son, the murders. You think you're the first member to suggest doing an investigation of the place? Everyone knows about its reputation, that it's the most haunted site in the area, and there's never been an official investigation done there. Don't you think we'd love to go out there?
Well, I don't know. You tell me. I mean, we ought to be there now instead of bumping around this lame-ass place.
We don't even know who holds the title to the building. Contact with the lawful owner has to be established. Written permission granted.
Walter Cobb. That's the name on the deed of sale. I saw it myself. He owns the building.
Did a little digging, did you?
That's great. Shows a lot of drive.
Yeah, well, sitting around and worrying about lawyers and lawsuits doesn't exactly get the job done now, does it?
No, I guess not.
Wow, that's really great. You're right, Doug. That does show a lot of potential. Great work. We can have a team together in no time at all. Just give me a chance to look over the owner's letter of permission and we can get right out there. Walter Cobb, was it?
I don't have it.
Then go home and get it and we can get started.
There hasn't been a response yet.
In that case, this meeting is over. When you get the letter, let us know. It's time to finish packing up.
get you down. Tina's tough, especially when it comes to the rules. She has to be, you know that. You did exactly what you're supposed to do, now just be patient.
I know, Doug. It's just that I'm ready. You know what I mean? Now, if I could just get out there and take some pictures and take some recordings, see what I can find.
If you go out there by yourself, don't come back. I'm sorry, James. I've got to come down hard on this. I'll revoke your membership. Hey, James. James.
March 18th, 05. Herbert Terret, the Terror of Newton County. Proposal for article. Ghost Magazine. 13 dead in 5 years, butchered in unspeakable ways and disposed of like spoiled meat. The story of Herbert Terret, or Terrible Terret as he was labeled in the tabloids during the early 60s, is one of torture and senseless murder. Herbert Terret lived with his only son, Harold, in a house on a small section of land abutting the nearby swamps of the river valley. A hog farmer by trade, Terret eked out a meager living for himself and his son, earning extra wages, butchering livestock for the neighbors. Herbert Terret, by reputation, was a solitary, unimposing man raising a polite young son on his own. But in reality, Terret was a sadistic craftsman, practicing a fearsome art in his cellar, assisted by his 12-year-old son, Harold, who by his own admission was the terror's ghastly assistant. Described by Harold as his chores, these heinous acts included readying the eviscerated corpses for his father's own disposal. Some stories claim he may have even had a hand in killing a couple of their victims. Young Harold described these poor unfortunates as unworthy of his father's attention. 12 of Terret's victims were unearthed from the marsh behind the property, while the 13th, for reasons still unknown, was taken to a local river and dumped from the bridge. This lapse in judgment led to the discovery of the murders. A state trooper passing by witnessed Terret dump what he believed to be trash into the river at the time. The trooper followed Terret as he headed back to his home. When Terret realized this, he opened fire on him with a hunting rifle. The trooper was killed, but not before he radioed in his location and wounded Terret in a gunfight. When the backup arrived in force, the younger Terret was found in the basement, sharpening a number of knives. Another of his chores. The boy was committed to a mental institution downstate. He gave only one full account of the murders, and never talked about them again. Upon Harold's release from the institution, he disappeared and to this day has never been heard from again. The Terret home still stands as a grisly testament of man's capacity for horrendous violence, and even though today is but a shell of its former self, it is a skeleton with a beating heart. No neighbors to speak of, but passers-by and local teens looking for a cheap thrill have reported everything from lights coming on and off, even though the electricity's been shut off for 30 years, to horrifying screams coming from the basement, even ghostly apparitions stalking the grounds.